Oh, you startled me. I didn't see you come in. I'm just kidding. Obviously, you're not actually here. It's just the internet. You didn't come in really. Well, hello. It's Tuesday, March 24th at approximately 3:31 p.m. Welcome to a day in the life of Brandon Chapman. Um, Not much happened today, really. I woke up like usual. I usually wake up and I went to school. I usually do that every day during the week. I went to school, and when I got there, we had a sub today as well in Tech Center, but it was a different sub than usual. This one's also pretty good. I don't really have any major complaints in the sub department. I mean, as far as subs go. So I had that class, and then I came back on the bus again. And when I got back, I went to lunch. And when I got there, all the people I usually sit with weren't there in the lunchroom. So I had to feel stupid. I didn't even feel like eating, so I didn't even eat because, I mean, I'm not gonna eat by myself. That's stupid. Eating by yourself. So I went to go look for the people, and a little birdie told me. Who uses that term? Little. Anyways, people told me that my friends were in the library. So I headed over to the library to find my friends, and when I got there, the doors were locked. The doors were locked to the library. So now I'm trying to get in the library, and there's no way I'm going to get in with the doors locked. So the doors were locked, and I was just trying to get in because my friends were supposedly in the locked library. And for a moment I thought, hey, if the doors are locked, my friends are probably not in there. Because if the doors are locked, how would they get in? If I can't get in. And so I peeked into the window, and guess what I saw? All my friends in the library. So I knocked and gave them the friendly, hey, come let me into the locked library, look. And they weren't responding to it. They even made eye contact and saw that I was there. But they still did not open the door for me. It was frustrating. So I left, and then I came back a second time, and now guess what? Guess what now? You're not going to believe it. There were more people in the library. And therefore, that means they saw people knocking, and they let them in. But they don't let me in to the library that was locked. To make a small story short, anyways, to make a large story short, I got in. I finally got into the library, because one of the people they let in didn't know the rules, apparently not let Brandon in the library, and they let Brandon in the library, so I got in. And when I got in, I found out they weren't supposed to be in there in the first place. So I got out, because I did not want to get in trouble. I was not going to hell with that ship. Not one bit. So I went back to the lunch, and when I got back there, lunch was almost over. So I just hung out for like the last few minutes. And then today, in family living, we had a guy from a funeral home, and he came and he talked about death and stuff, because that's usually what people who worked at funeral homes deal with. Anywho, he had us make a list of the top 3 people in our lives, and I was unaware that they weren't supposed to be fictional characters, so I felt really embarrassed when we all had to read our lists, and I had the Red Power Ranger as well. I'm not going to read my list because I don't want to. I didn't know, okay? Should clarify. And then, pretty much nothing else happened. That was mostly my day. Turbushes, we got some papers back, and I failed a test. which normally isn't a big deal, but, well, no, it's always a big deal. It's always a big deal. To me, at least. Because, I mean, I'm not going to wind up on the street one day. I'm going to make something of myself. You're going to see the name Brandon Chapman in the newspapers. And it's for something good, not for something bad. My name being in the newspapers. Well, that's pretty much it for my day. So, thanks for watching. Whoever's watching, I don't know. I don't know who's out there. Happy Tuesday!